Welcome to another episode of Lego Odyssey. On this episode, we're going to be looking at Phase 2 build of the Imperial Star Destroyer, my version of it. So let's go take a quick look of what I've been working on Phase 2. Alright guys, so made a entrance so I could land a TIE fighter in it. I haven't decided what I was going to build over here, but this was a max build Imperial Star Destroyer. I had to break about a quarter right off the back because I got the message said too much objects were nearby. So I am thinking a build this big. I was trying to keep track of the build material I was using to build it. I would estimate it. The build cap on Lego Odyssey is about 30,000 pieces. When I hit 30,000 pieces, I couldn't build any. So, this is my engine room. Wait, let's start at the bottom again. Right, this is going to be my dock. I didn't go with the floor and the bottom because the front of it was big enough to fly the TIE fighter in. And if I was careful with it. And it was kind of a doozy. But it made it in. Maybe I'll try to make a little hovercraft TIE fighter next. And I still got a lot of balloons to put down. I don't think I can build any more on top of the game, guys. Pushing the limits about the processor of the mainframe until Lego Odyssey makes it so Fortnite Lego Odyssey makes it so we can put down more mats. This was the biggest I could get. But I was looking out there at other videos. No one has attempted to build a build this big yet. And I know there's people out there that made Imperial Star Destroyers on Lego, but not full scale. No one has tried to make a full scale Imperial Star Destroyer on Lego Odyssey yet. And I was very avid about looking at videos just to see how big the biggest one was. And when the game first came out, a cat made one, max build one. But ever since that video, he didn't make no more, and I didn't see his builds anymore come on to YouTube. But this is my engine room. I still think I gotta get more balloons because I did make this thing crash. And after I made it crash and it broke into a zillion pieces, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put down 1,000 balloons if I have to. I'm gonna put down 2,000 balloons. And I think I don't know, maybe up to, say, maybe 500 balloons now. Probably is gonna need about 1,000. I would have to count them, is what I'm saying, guys. I don't know how many balloons I got, but I know I heck a lot. And this is the control tower. And this is where the Emperor gets to chill. All hail the Emperor of Lego Odyssey, Striker 808. Alright. So guys, let me tell you about this Imperial Star Destroyer. As it stands right now, it's the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time on Lego Odyssey. Alright, let's look at this GOAT. I put all this little Star Wars things down like everybody do on their builds, but I tried to go for like a Star Trek cockpit. Try to make it like a Star Trek I was watching the Star Wars movies, and there's so much detail slammed into a build, so I just try to keep it simple. I didn't like go crazy overboard with the cockpit build because, like I said, I was running out of mats, and I was being very careful with it, so I don't have to break off another part of the build just to finish it. All right. Oh, this is the cockpit. And, see the new steering wheel on it. Put some turrets up, and I'm not gonna mess with them too much, guys, because the swivels on them decay. I counted one time about how much time they take to break. It was about like 80 spins, and then they broke off. Maybe around that much. And the big problem with the swivels is that when you load in and load out, they fall apart or they glitch through the build. I don't know if Lego Odyssey knows or Fortnite Lego Odyssey knows about that problem, but as I've been staying away from the swivels, I haven't seen too much swivel builds in the past maybe 8 months from when the problem started. Up to 8 months ago, there was no problems with the swivels. And one day I came into my lobby, all the swivels fell apart on all my swivel builds, so I stopped using them. Alright guys, so this is Imperial Star Destroyer Phase 2 build. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything up here besides just leave it the engine room. Let's go take a look of the outer shell of the ship build. And this is the biggest ship build ever built on Lego Odyssey. There was a record holder builder, but you know how Ace Striker rose. I got that GOAT belt from him. So this is the GOAT now on Lego Odyssey, guys. This is the biggest, it's awesomest, it's longest build I think I've ever built. Um, this is day 9 of the build, and maybe going on 10. I'm not sure. I wasn't keeping count, guys. They were like 8 or 9 or 9 or 10, one of those days. And I planned this build for a whole month. It was like designing it and looking at videos and looking at pictures of the Imperial Star Destroyer, just so I could try to see if I could get something similar. All the parts to build a Star Destroyer is you have to like MacGyver stuff to make it somewhat like a Star Destroyer. But this was all a free build in survivor mode on custom, and I didn't want to build something like this in expert mode, because if you die in expert mode, it's over and this whole build would have been gone. So I do have an expert mode, but I ain't that great in it, honestly. And this is the outer hall of the monster, guys. Like I said, I was trying to be very, very like detailed at it. Tried to make the details on the build. I still gotta put like the two little engines right here on this side. Still haven't done that. But I was working on the bottom of the build prior to that message. And when I was working on the bottom of the build, trying to make it like a angle build on the bottom too, I made it to maybe this hall of the ship, like right here with the angles on the bottom of both sides. Then then that message came in, objects are too bad nearby, so I had to break it down. And as you can see, there's the other ship down there. I had to reset the whole lobby. So the build was actually from here that fell off into the water. about maybe right here. That's how much bigger it was. That's what fell off into the ocean down there and all around down there. So when I was like, oh, big ginormous part all fell off. But in some ways, it was kind of good because after I had it that long, I had to break it off to stop that message on the build because I built it too big. And after I chopped it off, and then I was making the bottom hull, and like I said, the message came back to about maybe right here of the build when I was building the bottom. So I chopped that all down, and so far the build hasn't got the message back yet. I'm very lucky, and maybe I can finish some detail on the top of the ship. And I put these little torrents up on the side, every other level, and I like it. I'm like, I was thinking of like, as I ran out of mats to put the rest down, so I was like looking at it, and it's all right like that. I like it. And this is my take on the Imperial Star Destroyer, guys. I hope you guys like this build, and color bright. That's high fighter with the globes making the map different color. And I'm like got like writer's block on the build, but I'm glad I got to be able to finish the build in retrospect of what I really wanted to have it built like. And this goat is a max build again, guys, and I'm very close to 30,000 mats. That's the cap, I believe, on Lego Odyssey on the build. And you know what is the weird thing? I built like super mega. I built like super mega bases, and I have gotten the message with less mats. So that is why I tried to find an area that didn't have too much uh, like nature builds around of it, so the build wouldn't take up on top processing the surrounding that I built this build in. I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but I didn't want to have the build stop over build it over a forest or the desert because I wanted to get far away as anything I could to build it. But guys, this is A Striker 808. And I hope you guys like my video. And this is phase 2 still building. And when I get to phase 3, I'm gonna make it fly. And I still think I got some balloons to do, and little this and that before I even test it out. But it worked. You know, I got it to float the first time a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I broke it into a zillion pieces. I'm going to start over again. So I started over again, and this is how it came out, guys. I hope you guys like this video, and give me a shout out. Leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Peace, guys. It's A-Striker 808. I hope you guys like this video and become my subscriber. Peace. Share my video. I'm out. This is A-Striker 808 all day. Peace.